wanna stay sleeping in my head. Why you made up your side of the bed? I never said it was forever. No, you don't need me no more. So you keep on moving on. You'll be okay, and I'll remain. Miles away on a different star, counting all the colors painted on my heart. How do I get better? No more you and I in reality. Tried to wipe you out of every fantasy. We can't start again together. No, you don't need me no more. So you keep on moving on. You'll be okay, and I'll remain.
You alright, everyone? Ooh, get ready. Back to the squeaky chair. There we go. We're up and running. Oh, look, I'm kind of weirdly not in frame, aren't I? There we go. Hello, everyone. Now, this is my first stream of the week. I had life things to deal with last night, which made me not stream, which happens, sadly. Now I broke my regular keyboard, so hopefully the clicking isn't too bad. with this replacement. Why am I looking up there? Alright. Something's really fascinating up there. Up there. The rock, Dave. Silly Dave. At least that's an extra furniture item. If my character's going a little bit crazy. Now what am I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to find Woody. Where's Woody?
Thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah!
Now I call this my wallet. This. Actually, I'll use this in case I run out of money. I just sell all the pumpkins in this chest. Pick me up. Pumpkins. I'm not very good at saying that word very quickly. Hold on. No, this one's easy. Yeah. I can always be like that. It's a relaxing morning. Oh, I've got to put that away. You know, I've got this all wrong, haven't I? There we go.
Here we are, we locked down in different cities, and our virtual connection falls apart. Guess it's been too many years since California. Now the memories of us is all I have. See, one day I'm gonna reach ya, take a plane for many miles. We pretend that time didn't pass us by when we're on Mulholland Drive. I know it won't be long before dawn. Gotta be patient for a while. Someday we'll look at stars in this same sky. When I'm on the other side. Take me back to the life that we once knew, when the walls weren't closing in like they are now. 'Cause it's been too many years since California. I wish I could get there, I don't know how. See, one day I'm gonna reach ya.
And that takes ages.
We pretend that time didn't pass us by when we're on Mulholland Drive. I know it won't be long before dawn. Gotta be patient for a while. Someday we'll look at stars in the same sky. When I'm on the other side.
from memory. We'll say about this a nightfall memory, so it's most likely going to be one. Just worried about freezing. Yay! Finally. This is so rare. Hi, Knee Freedom Gamer? Knee Freedom Gamer. I'm gonna call you Knee. Hi, Knee. How are you? That's good. Where are you from? Where in the world are you calling from? CO. Colorado? Or Columbia? Yes, it's Colorado. Nice. Yeah. Isn't that where South Park's from? Pretty sure it's Colorado. The problem with states, I don't know all of them. So. I mean, people come in and say they're from Georgia. It's like the state or the country. come back from getting free drink. Huh? Free drink from where? That's a very confusing sentence. I'm Slip Club member at some place. That doesn't explain anything. I don't know what that means, Slip Club. Like, free drink every day. Ah, okay. So what, you get a free drink. You're a member, so you get a free drink every day that you go there. Well, an alcoholic drink or just like a normal, like, soda or something? Isn't it like, oh, what's it? It's like 11 o'clock for you on a Sunday or something? Time zones are funky, so I can never get it right. Well, it's good to see you either way. What did again? Any soda or tea? Ah, okay. Well, that sucks it's not alcoholic, though. It depends if you drink or not, if that's your thing. What kind of soda or tea did you get? Now get car ready to be bought. I'm selling. I got dark gold soda. What the hell is dark gold soda? I have to Google that now. Dark gold soda. There's black and gold soda. Dark gold soda. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Can't seem to find it on Google. I'm typing Colorado. I found a ginger beer. Golden ginger beer. I don't know if that's what you had. Black cherry. Well, so what kind of, what is it? Dark gold soda. What does it taste like? And also, if you're selling your car, how much are you selling it for? Because I always get curious. I'm thinking about buying a car at the moment, like a hybrid or an EV, but they're very, very expensive over here. So I'm always curious how much they are in other countries. Oh, so much cheaper. I mean, my dream is to have an EV, but I don't think I can afford it. And the cheapest EVs over here, like 20, 30 grand. Quite a lot for someone that can barely afford, you know, food. Alright, terrible. Turn up. Hello, I don't know if you remember me. I'm Sean. We met in WoW a long time ago. Oh, you're from the old school 2016 days. I would watch your streams while we played. Funny enough, you're not the only one. There's a couple that have come back. You, along with Asuna. I don't think Dark was there. Oh, there was another one. There's a few that come back. I can't remember right now. Honestly, don't remember you that well, but I do have a goldfish memory. Turns out after 2016, I went for a bit of a journey in life, and it turns out I had ADHD. So my brain's like a bloody goldfish. I'm now on medication for it though, and I'm a lot happier. And I don't hate life, so that's different about me. And this game's probably not for you, but it's been helping my mental health, so which is why I play it, and pretty much why I've kind of changed the stream into less about the game and more about me just bantering for a bit. Dark Pepsi and Dr. Pepper mix. Dark Gold Pepsi and Dark... what does it taste like then? It wasn't that long ago, a couple of years maybe. It was 2016. It was my last WoW stream. It was a while-ish ago. I should change that Nightbot. Hold on. Yeah, it was. Because I was hesitant to go back to it because it just burnt me out when I played it last time. And it burnt me out so much I just stayed away from streaming for so long. And luckily now I've come back. I've decided to play a game that has been helping my mental health, even though it's not like a game I would normally play. But more importantly, sustainable. Because that's what happened last time, is it kind of wasn't sustainable and kind of blew up in my face. Now, I'm not going to be a popular streamer as a result, because I'm not streaming as much as I probably should in order for any success to come to me, but I'm enjoying it, and I think that's way more important than trying to become a popular streamer. I think that's way overrated. You don't want to be a popular streamer. What am I doing? The calendar won't come up. Hold on. Carry soda. My memory's just bad then. Yeah, it's alright. My memory's just as bad. Carry soda, another mix of like golds. God, I never had the gold soda before. That's the one that's throwing me. I don't know what that is. What is gold soda? Is that like Coke? Or cola? Yeah, that's right. I actually just got into this game. Oh, nice. Well, I play it every day. I stream both on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and I make little clip shows and shorts on my YouTube. So if you're ever curious, if you ever want any tips or anything like that, or I also go over the news for the game too. So every week, because I play this every day, so I play 2 hours around this time. I have a morning and night session, and I record them, and then I edit them in a clip show. And on my last stream of the week, I do a rundown of the weekly news. So my storage is driving me currently crazy. Like your setup, most people do. It's weird. I think I've gone a little bit insane with it now that I want to upgrade every chest to the maximum size. I think that's gonna drive people a bit in. It's driving me insane just being able to have enough Dreamlight for it. But I'm grinding. I'm grinding away slowly, and I'm moving the flowers to this kind of setup in every biome, kind of like that. So I'm slowly upgrading. I'll show you my winter one. Cola and Dr. Pepper. Oh, Cola. Forgot to ask soda prices. Oh, forgot you asked soda prices later. No, I actually asked about car prices because you said you're selling your car. I mean, soda over here is pretty cheap. And we have a lot of independent soda companies and a lot of craft beers. So we basically get drunk on stuff. But yeah, that's my setup, my current setup, and I'm slowly upgrading, so I'm going to go through that. But yeah, terrible. We also have a Discord that we do talk about Dreamlight on as well. So you're more than welcome to pop along, even though time zones suck. There are plenty of people definitely in your time zone that play this game and chip in once in a while. So. Alright, what should we do? What should we do? I'm very early on unlock. Oh yeah, take time. Just got Maribel. Well, the thing is, I don't know when Maribel actually unlocks because I'm completely up to date, obviously. So it's interesting to see that you can actually get Maribel pretty early on in the game. I was actually curious about that. Well, if you want any advice, if you ever want to banter, if you're ever curious about what's going on, I'm always going to be around. As I said, every day. I stream. You're more than welcome to be converted over from a WoW follower to Dreamlight Valley. I also got a TikTok, so I post TikTok shorts, YouTube shorts, a clip show on YouTube, and I stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So even though I don't stream a lot, there's still a lot of stuff that I throw away around. Because I'm really giving it like an honest go at it this time, and it's sustainable, and I can keep it up. And I think that was quite important for me, is if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it quite right. Well, right-ish. I'm not very good at editing, but you know what I mean. You just started doing the quest to unlock Donald. Interesting, so you cannot unlock Maribel before Donald. It's quite interesting. Yeah, neat. Knee Freedom. Let me know how much you're selling your car for and what kind of car. I'm actually genuinely curious. Or save Donald. I don't know whether Donald can be saved. He throws a tantrum all the time. But you can save him to the best of your ability. Because that's something. What do I want to do? I'll pick some mushrooms. And gather some Dreamlight. Be right back. Alright, Nee. Well, I'm glad you're into this game, because it's not typically a game I was normally into. I'm not into the whole Animal Crossing games and stuff like that. Just this one just seemed to hit with my mental health of being real chill and calm and weirdly controllable. And that's how I ended up here. I never intended to stream it. I was always intended to be like a little private game that I played, but then I realized I was doing this anyway. And I missed streaming, so I just started doing both, and it's kind of evolved into this little community thing. I'm currently stuck trying to do the cave on the beach where you have to plant the... I don't have the seeds you need. Oh, what seeds do you need? Can you remember? Because I can tell you where they all are if you know the seeds you need. Because I can't, it's been so long, I can't remember what seeds you actually need. Let me plant 5 vegetables. We'll go over here. Carrot and tomato. So you need to unlock the beach and peaceful meadow. That's the only 2 areas you need. Ah, okay, so probably you haven't upgraded Goofy. Because he should normally always have them, but if you haven't upgraded as a stall, because it normally looks like this, right? But if you haven't upgraded the stall, you only have 3 of them. So your best shot is upgrading the stall. Because he always should have them once it's fully upgraded. That would just speed things up for you. Otherwise, you have to wait every day for it to reset. Which just seems annoying. See? This is why I'm here. A living wiki. It's all good. And if you ever got questions like that, feel free. And that's why we've got the Discord, and that's why I've got a YouTube thing, so I can help people out. Be honest, I'm never going to be a big popular streamer. I just do it for my own kind of hobby. So if you ever got any questions or anything, feel free to ask in my YouTube and stuff. More than happy to help you. It's fun that way. Made a mistake of thinking corn. Yeah, I think I planted the wrong thing once in that quest. I can't remember what I planted. Oh no, I think I planted it in the wrong spot, like slightly off. Made 2.1 corns. Well, luckily wheat grows really quickly. I can tell you that. So if you're ever curious, this is how you check it out. So if you've got ingredients, so carrot, that will be a 15-minute. Wheat is 1 minute. And tomato's the longest. I think it's 45 minutes. No, 25 minutes. There you go. So the longest you need to wait is 25 minutes. So tomato will probably be the first one you want to do. So if you're struggling to get the seeds from Dazzle Beach, I'd suggest doing that one first, because that one's going to take the longest. Not by much, but... But yeah, my goal is to achieve what I was trying to achieve last time, before the last update. And that's to get a chest full of every item. Don't think I'll be able to do it, but... Hi, Nee, welcome back. You still have to tell me how much you're selling your car for. I'm guessing $700, not $7. Oh, 7,000. All right. 7,000. All right. 7,000. What kind of car is it? Ooh, nearly finished asparagus. Something. A bus. You're selling a bus. Like those typical American yellow school buses? Like the generic ones that you see? No, a boat wagon. How's a boat wagon? You Americanisms. Alright. Boat wagon. What the hell is a boat wagon? I'm trying to figure out what a boat wagon is. Well, I looked up boat wagon, right? Yeah, hold up. Alright, I looked up boat wagon. And this is what it came out with. I don't think you're going to get $7,000 to $10,000 for that, buddy. I don't know. I just don't think you'll quite get there. Well, I'm just going by what you're typing. I don't have much to go on, alright? Let me try this. Is it one of these? Is it anything here? Okay, boat, wagon, bus, or bus. What is that? Because that just looks like a converted Volkswagen. Yes, but not on water. Well, why would you need it if it wasn't on water? I'm guessing it can go on the water, right? Or is it just that it's just a Volkswagen bus, but not as a boat? I mean, that would be cool. I mean, to be honest, that would be cool. I mean, it depends on if you've got usability for that, but I can see how that would be cool. Oh, just a boat wagon. Well, isn't it just got a VW bus? So. Like, is it just that? Just that. So you're selling that? Ah. She just got a VW bus that sounds easier. I'm guessing it's gas powered too. You should have just said it was the Scooby-Doo bus. I would have understood that. 7K, is it restored? Yeah, is it like restored or done up, or is it a newer version? Oh, nice. That would have taken you a while. Did it take you a while, or you're kind of prefer? Are you a bit of a car flipper? You just buy cars, do it up, and get rid of it. Oh, you don't need it anymore. That's fair. It's the best reason to get rid of a car. Well, that's like 7,000 and 10,000 Americans. How much is that? I'm gonna use a calculator. I won't show this, but USD to NZD. So you said about 7,000. So we'll start with 7,000 and go. So 7,000 is $11,408 New Zealand, and 10,000 is 16,298. I mean, that's pretty average price for vehicles over here. Used cars, though, that's a little bit high, but I guess maybe that's just because of that particular type. It's quite rare. I wouldn't say it's my dream car, just because it seems like one that will break down quite a lot, and a lot of maintenance goes into it. For me personally, that's how I see it. I look at that Volkswagen like, yeah, a lot of maintenance in that. I'm lazy. I've got ADHD. I'm gonna forget things, and it's gonna break down. I'm gonna die. Also upgraded 2 goofy stores and got my seats there. So told you what. That's how you do it. Plant them, and actually, I don't know if you've got access to it, but if you want something to instantly grow, so you don't need to wait around, see if you can make this potion here, the Miracle Growth Elixir. You should use this as well when doing some quest ones, because sometimes they take a day to grow. This will make it instant. Especially the one in the Sunlight Plateau, when you ever get there or ask you to plant something, that takes like a day to grow. And you have to water it as well, so if you don't water it, it takes even longer. So I would say for any quest growing things, like the one you're doing now, even though the one you're doing now is a bit different, it will only take you 25 minutes. But I would say see if you can make some of that, because it's going to save your time. I don't think you can actually get that right now, because you can't get to the Sunlight Plateau, but just in case. Selling to my cousins for lower price. Oh, okay, that's fair. Family. But don't sell it too cheap. Noted. Cool. Don't sell it too cheap, because that seems like a car that I don't know how much love and care you put into it, but you don't want to get rid of it and just see your cousin crash it. I think that was you know, sometimes that's the most hurtful thing. You sell something to family, and then you find out they destroyed it, and it's just that little bit like, oh, I put so much love into it, and now it's dead. But this is a cool morning, and there's 2 new people that, well, not new. I mean, terrible. You've been around for a lot longer, but I haven't spoken to you for a while, so it's cool. Then I'm used to regulars popping in, and we got into this thing where pretty much only regulars were here, and then today no regulars were here, but 2 new people popped up. It's rather cool. I like that. Which is weird like that. You can go like days with just having the regular people pop in day out. And then one random kind of thing. You get some newbies pop in at the same time. I can't believe that was 2016. Well, 19, my birthday. You mean it's your birthday today? Is that what you're saying? I think that's just... Well, if you feel old, I'm 35 now. So... I feel older. I'm 35 and playing the Dreamlight game, but... I think I've reached the point where I'm just like, it's helping. And I like it. So who cares? I'm reaching the old man don't care kind of phase of my life. Which is good. It's the best phase you can have. Oh, no, in 9 days. Oh, okay. Well, happy birthday. We're 19. Embrace it, because once you get to 21, it's all downhill after that one. 27. But my husband says that since we have 2 kids, they... I can't talk from experience, but I can talk from observation, and that's probably true. It's probably true. Luckily, I've avoided that. I do have now a long-term partner of 4 years. She and I have talked about going down that route, but I think it's not until we can be financially comfortable, you could say. But yeah, I can see that. Well, congratulations, I guess, or commiserations. I don't know whatever angle you want to go on it. I don't know how many kids you had at the time. Kids aren't cheating. No, they're not. And to be honest, you know, I'm definitely in a bit of a mindset of you can have kids a bit later now, and you don't have to have kids, you know, as soon as, you know, you find someone you actually want to stick around with. None. Oh, there you go. Well, you've had a life since we last spoke to each other. Well, I hope you're happy. If not, well, I'm sorry. I'm trying to cover all my bases here, so. What do I want to do? catch the seafood one. So, Nee, what are you going to be doing for your birthday? Hey, how does a modern day 19-year-old celebrate? Because I have no idea. Hopefully it's the same as I did, just get drunk, but my crazy ass. Oh, you fool! Well, I can't send help. I believe in freedom and all that stuff. So I think what you should do is, look, if you can't control yourself and you're like, I'm gonna have to have a kid with my husband, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to cut off your husband's penis. I'm sorry, that's the only way to fix the situation. And you didn't get that advice from me. I'm just saying that's just a recommended course of action to solve your particular problem, but you have to deal with the consequences there. Dave does not endorse that action. I'm just saying it's an option. I don't think you should do it, but it's an option. Hi, Kibagani. What a time to come in. What a time to come in. Oh, no, you don't know what you do for your birthday. Well, I don't know what the drinking age is in Colorado, so I can't endorse or suggest anything. I'm assuming, I don't know, what is the drinking age in Colorado? I mean, in New Zealand it's 18. So the age of consent, which is weird, because the age of consent to actually have the intercourse is 16, but you have to be 18 to drink. It's a weird. I always think those two should be the same, because if you're old enough to have a kid, you should be old enough to drink. So I couldn't imagine having kids and not being able to drink. You probably will need it. Always found those contradictory. My husband doesn't want another one. He wanted to get the snip after our son was born, but I told him to wait. Oh no. It's 21 everywhere in the US. No, I don't think it's 21 everywhere. Wait, let me Google this. Let's bring up the old Google. I'm sorry Kibagani came in at the probably at the worst moment. I should just ask Chat GPT actually. Chat GPT. It seems to be Chat GPT seems to be pretty good at answering questions. Let's ask Chat GPT. Oh, damn it, it's not liking any password I'm putting in. God damn it, I'm just gonna Google it. Although the minimum legal age to purchase alcohol is 21 in all states and most territories, the legal details for consumption vary greatly. While a few states completely ban alcohol usage for people under 18, the majority have exceptions that permit consumption. So you can't buy alcohol at 21, but it doesn't mean you can't drink it. So if I say, which US states can you drink at 18? Kansas, Ohio, Oklahoma, and South Dakota, with the legal age is 18 for 32.2%, and 21 for stronger beer, stronger than 30. So you can drink light beer. So there you go. Oh, that's wrong. What's wrong? I lived in Italy for 3 years, and the children there can drink. There's no age. Wow. I mean, Italy's turned out fine, right? I don't know. I don't know what problems they have in Italy. Yeah, I don't know really the problems that happen to go down in Italy, so I can't really say whether that's a good or bad thing. I'm assuming I'm not hearing about shootings all the time, so I'm guessing the shootings haven't been a problem. I just assume everyone that drinks eventually just says, you know what would be cool, using this gun. 12-year-olds drink wine. Ugh. That might be a bit deadly. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the wine. But I can't imagine giving my 12-year-old child wine. It's just their culture. They don't get like drunk. They have wine. Yeah, like the thing with that, right? I get the cultural aspect of it. Don't get me wrong. And this is not me just saying your culture's wrong. Don't do it. There's more of like, all right, yeah, I get that historically that is your culture. It doesn't mean it's exactly healthy. And I think now that we know modern day science and things about how alcohol affects the body, from my understanding, alcohol isn't always the best. It doesn't, like, I get the culture thing. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, we're not arguing the culture. We're arguing the fact that maybe you switch that wine to a non-alcoholic wine, so you can still do the same thing, just it doesn't mess with your kid's brain at a young development period, crucial developmental period. So, I think I would love Italy, to be honest, but I think not. I guess speaking of like having it as a second language would be quite difficult. Why can't they invent the Star Trek thing, you know, the universal translator by now? You know, I think we should have moved to that model already. It'd make life so much easier. Yeah. Debatable. The worst 3 years. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Didn't help. That was. So what made it so bad? Was it anything Italy particularly did, or was it more of a because the pandemic was going on? What's going? Why did you hate it so much? I can imagine if it's the pandemic that would taint your view of Italy. Nothing in Italy is convenient. How so? You must elaborate, Terrible. Nothing was ever open. Pandemic or not. Nothing was ever open. So you mean like in the middle of the day? Because I mean in New Zealand, we don't have 24-hour shops or anything like that. Most things is shut around about 5, 6 at night. What, he's so small, he should be big. I think what they'll do eventually, because they try and make him the same height as the movies. Eventually, they hopefully will make a costume that he can like get bigger, because you can give characters costumes. So if you go here, like Merlin, I've got a little festive Merlin costume, and for I think the one I've got the most costumes for is Mickey now. So but you can also for Ariel. You can give her either swim form or human form. So I'm hoping they'll do a similar thing with Woody. You can make him like big form. Italians hate Americans who treat her like trash everywhere. Yeah. I hate to break it to you, Terrible. It's kind of the case everywhere at the moment. I mean, even New Zealand, most people get the advice to pretend they're Canadian. Yeah, I think certain recent events that happened in America has really given people a bad taste. And I don't say that lightly. I say that because I see it here in New Zealand. And it doesn't help that once in a while you do get an American who is very pro-Trump, and that doesn't go down well over here. They typically, yeah, it gets very ugly. Not ugly, not everyone doesn't carry guns, but let's just say that it doesn't go well for them. Where we lived, everything was family owned. They just pick and choose when they want to work. Maybe they are open for 2 hours a day. Maybe, oh, wow. Interesting. 2 hours a day. It's like me streaming. Interesting. I wonder how that works in a business. I guess if you get used to it and you know everyone, you can kind of figure out when everything's open. What a crazy town. Understand it, but doesn't. Yeah, true. That's very, very true. Some things are the way they are, but it doesn't mean they suck any less. I get that. But I was a very, I defended things that happened overseas for a little while and said, hey, it's their country, don't judge them for it. But then it reaches a point where you're just like, dude, you're banning all this stuff. You're like banning abortions, even though we've reached a point in society where we realized we can we can control our population better and give people a better life. Because why would you have a kid at a time where you can't afford it, or in a time that no one can afford it? And then you've got like people banning drag shows now, and don't even get started on all the book banning in Florida, and we're just like, dude, you guys act like you're supposed to be like the beacon of freedom, and then you're banning all this shit. How can you keep on saying that you're free when you're banning all this shit that the rest of the world has accepted as okay? I don't know. It grinds my gears sometimes. You see, well, Americans so free, and then, oh, by the way, this book is banned, and it's not even an offensive book. And you're like, what? I will say it was beautiful there, and we lived in the right. Oh, that would have been amazing. Oh, that's Italian mountains. That would be a view. That would definitely be a view. Give me started on abortions. I'm not going to get you started on them. I will say it's perfectly legal over here, so. And we're very, like, the recent census data that we did is New Zealand's becoming less and less religious. I think the majority of the country is actually no religion or atheists. So I think it's very kind of, when it comes to that kind of thing, everyone's just like, yeah, just do what you want at the end of the day. And I think most people accept the whole idea of that if you don't feel prepared to bring in a child into this world, or you feel you can't give them the best life that you want to give them, to a reasonable degree. Obviously, you're always going to want more for your kids and so forth, but to provide for them, that should be an option. I think we've evolved far enough as society, so we should be okay with that. Before it was a matter of survival for the human species, yeah, it would be a little bit different, but I'm pretty sure we're not at risk of dying out anytime soon. You're a brave man to take on politics or religion discussions on the screen. Well, let's be honest, not a lot of people watch me anyway, and I honestly think that the only way people can start having proper discussions now and not get angry is to actually have the discussions and not get angry. Like, it's perfectly fine for people to have a different opinion on me. I'm not going to judge them for it. Go nuts. As long as you're not hurting anyone. As long as you're not, like, forcing people down and forcing something upon them. You believe what you want. I think it's... Democracy is democracy, and I get it. So... let's be honest. I'm not doing anything that will get me banned off Twitch, but I'm also not doing anything that's going to give me any or earn any friends. So I'm just going to go with it. And I don't judge any of you out there that have a different opinion than me. You are who you are, and don't feel ashamed for it. But also, the one thing I always find funny is everyone goes freedom of speech and all that. Yep, everyone has freedom of speech, but also someone has the freedom to tell you that you're a fucking idiot. So don't be surprised if you say something and I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. In my opinion. I mean, who am I to say whether someone's a fucking idiot or not? But I always find that argument funny. When says, I've got freedom of speech, I can do this. It's like, yes, you have a freedom, but I have also the freedom to tell you you're an idiot. And I have the freedom to criticize you for what you say. And I think that's what people confuse freedom of speech and freedom of criticism. So people that think they've got freedom of speech and get shut down for it thinks there's an impairment on their rights. No. You have the right to say whatever you want to say in a public forum. You don't have the freedom to say whatever you want on a private forum like Twitter or like Facebook or like Twitch or like anything else that is privately owned company. You don't have the freedom then. You are doing it on someone else's platform. You can go on the street and say what the fuck you want, but when it comes to privately owned companies, you don't have the freedom there. And that's why I find so funny of people getting banned off Twitter saying, what about my rights, freedom of speech and all that stuff? They're like, no, it's a private company. They can do whatever the fuck you want. You can't come in my house and start yelling to the top of your head about something I disagree with. And I'm allowed to kick you out. You can't come into my house, scream the top of your lungs or whatever the fuck you want, and then I go, all right, you need to leave right now. And you go, no, my rights. It's like, no, get out. And that's what that's the fine line. I think you should have, and people should be able to have these discussions without being shamed or blasted for. But I also think there are very harmful viewpoints that do more harm than good. And I think that's where the line is. Like, if someone came in here and started being, pro-Russia, I'd feel very uncomfortable with that and tell them to get F off, because I don't agree with everything that's happening over there. With what they're doing to Ukraine. It seems wrong. Extremely wrong. I always said that as long as you aren't hurting anyone else, do what you want. Be gay, be trans, be whatever, and do whatever you believe. It doesn't fit me. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, New Zealand's actually in mourning at the moment for our first trans-elected member of parliament passed away, sadly. We elected her in, I think, 1999, I think it was. In the 90s, I think it was. But she passed away and everyone's mournful. And that's the kind of society you want. It's like, yeah, even the ones that disagreed with her particular life choices, paused and honored her as a person. Because she didn't hurt anyone. No one's been hurt. And a lot of people say it's unnatural, trans is unnatural, or anyone in the LGBTQ plus community is unnatural. I'm like, to be honest, no. There's a long historical document, dating all the way back to Roman times, of these sexualities or these genders actually existing. The funny thing is, people forget that it was even before Christ was supposedly born that these existed. This was back in Roman times. So it feels real weird that people don't really they say that stuff is unnatural despite the fact it's been existed longer than the religion saying that it's not natural. I think we're we're unnatural to a point. I think we're all very unique from each other, and the fact that we can just get to the point where socially we can just get on with it. I think that's going to be the tricky one. I think it's also quite depressing slightly that we think we've made so much progress, and it does feel like we've kind of slipped back a little bit, or we're slipping back at the moment socially. You know, we made so much progress with gay rights and women's rights and racial equality, and now we're just slowly slipping back. The saddest thing is, the saddest thing about this whole thing is the only way to fix it is for something ugly to happen. And that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about what that ugly thing is going to have to be. Is it going to be a war? Because war seems to unite everybody, sadly. Or is it going to be some kind of global event? I don't know, but it just feels like that's the only way to fix things at the moment, is for something really bad to happen for everyone to say, shut the fuck up, let's start helping each other. And that's the scariest thing of it all. Alright, so I've got about 5 minutes till I end the stream. I will be on in 13 hours for my evening stream, but we also have Discord there. So if you're ever curious, Discord's around. My nighttime stream is typically pretty late for Americans, so do apologize. That's time zones for you. So it looks like we made one chest today, though. So at least that's one less that we have to work on. So any final thoughts, theories, comments? Anything anyone wants to check out there, now is the time. Thanks for the chats. I'll be back. I hope so. Hope so. And again, if you got any questions or anything, I would say join the Discord and post in there, because there'll be heaps of people willing to help, and I'll be in there too. And I know time zones kind of suck. So, but also on YouTube, if you ever want the news or a clip show or anything, I like doing those. So I highly recommend it. They're not the best quality, but hey, I'm trying to get better. Alright, well, let's make the chest. Actually, we'll get rid of that real quick. Alright, let's make the chest. Right, so let's go. The large chest. There we go. So we've got 2 left to finish off this lot here. We've got enough Dreamlight to do that. It's just a question of getting enough dark wood. I like keeping my inventory nice and clear. There we go. How many do I need for another one? Oh, not too much. It's 7 more. Yeah, it's all coming together. I like it. I mean, there's still some chests I need to put down, actually. There's one there. One there, one there, one there. So about 4 more chests I need to add. It's coming together. Cool. Alright, team. We're going to leave it there. As I said, I'll be on in 13 hours, but till next time.